Can one company's ambition literally crash the global economy, or will it lead us to a promised land of innovation? The future of artificial intelligence, and perhaps everything else, now rests on a gamble so big, it's almost unbelievable. We're talking about OpenAI, the powerhouse behind ChatGPT, and they are spending money on an unprecedented scale to build out the AI infrastructure of tomorrow. Just listen to this. In less than a month, they've committed to acquiring a mind-boggling 26 gigawatts of sophisticated data processors from tech giants like NVIDIA, AMD, and Broadcom. To put that into perspective, you are looking at over 10 million individual chip units. That's a power draw equivalent to what 20 standard nuclear reactors churn out. It's absolutely staggering. Now, you might be asking, how does a startup, even one as famous as OpenAI, pull that off? Especially when they don't expect to turn a profit until 2029, and they're actually forecasting billions in losses this year, despite already pulling in around $13 billion in revenue. A financial expert from D.A. Davidson, Gil Luria, points out they will need hundreds of billions of dollars just to meet these obligations. OpenAI itself remained tight-lipped about their financing strategy, but co-founder Greg Brockman did acknowledge the sheer difficulty of building computing infrastructure to handle the avalanche of demand for AI, admitting they will need some truly creative financing mechanisms. And boy, have they found them. NVIDIA, for instance, has announced plans to invest up to $100 billion in OpenAI over several years. Think of it as a closed loop, or as some call it, circular financing. NVIDIA pours money into OpenAI, and then OpenAI uses those very funds to buy chips right back from NVIDIA. In return, NVIDIA takes a share in OpenAI, solidifying its position with one of its biggest customers and arguably the hottest AI company on the planet. AMD is taking a different, and frankly, unusual approach. They are offering OpenAI options to acquire equity in AMD. This move strikes many in financial circles as a sign of desperation from AMD, attempting to snatch some of OpenAI's spotlight and compete in a market NVIDIA largely dominates. It feels like AMD is really trying hard to get a piece of that action. All this spending leads us back to the stark reality. OpenAI co-founder and CEO Sam Altman truly holds immense power. Bernstein research analyst Stacy Raskin put it bluntly, saying Altman has the power to crash the global economy for a decade or take us all to the promised land. Right now, we simply don't know which path we are on. Even if OpenAI were to sell stakes at its current eye-watering $500 billion valuation, it still wouldn't cover their chip commitments. This means the company will likely need to borrow more money, and one bold idea floating around is using the chips themselves as collateral for those loans. Meanwhile, deep-pocketed rivals like Google and Meta just fund their AI efforts from the massive profits flowing in from their online advertising businesses, a luxury OpenAI simply does not have. You might be thinking this unbridled spending sounds a lot like the late 1990s dot-com bubble, which famously collapsed and wiped out fortunes. And yes, those concerns are definitely sparking. But some experts, like Harvard Business School professor Josh Lerner, argue there's a crucial difference this time. He sees very real, tangible demand for AI today, which feels distinct from the speculative boom we saw decades ago. CFRA analyst Angelo Zeno highlights OpenAI's remarkable growth and over 800 million ChatGPT users as strong evidence that this partnership approach to financing makes sense. Yet, Professor Lerner still acknowledges the profound dilemma we face. How do we balance this immense future potential with the inherently speculative nature of these current investments? It's a tightrope walk on the edge of innovation and uncertainty. So, what does this unprecedented gamble mean for our future? Are we witnessing the dawn of a new era of AI that lifts us all? Or are we standing on the precipice of a financial reckoning? We are certainly watching history unfold, one chip order at a time. What are your thoughts on OpenAI's bold strategy? Let us know in the comments. And if you found this deep dive intriguing, remember to subscribe for more insights into the tech world shaping our lives.